Hello everyone and welcome to TMS Next Level. In this video, I will show you what is the software and how it can help your business. The URL mstrong.tk will bring you to the login screen. There's a brief description of what is TMS Next Level. You can create a new account or you can create a new driver. For this demonstration, we're going to use the demo account. Once you log in, you have orders, truck address book, drivers, trip monitor, routing calculator, billing, upload, reports, rating, and posted loads. So to start, you can make a new order from the new order screen. And once you have an order, you can post it to the board or you can dispatch it to your trucks. If you wanted to view all the posted loads, you would just go to posted loads. And you can see here, these are the loads that are available for any carrier to pick up. Now, if you wanted to do this load, you would use the contact information here on the right. So going back to the orders page, if you wanted to dispatch to your own truck, you can just go ahead and click dispatch, and it will bring you to the trip monitor. So from the trip monitor, these are all the trucks that are on route. As you can see, the pickup is in Windsor at 2 in the morning, and since it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, that is 3 hours and 45 minutes away. So once you log that it arrived, so I'm doing a bit of time travel here. Let's say we arrived on time and we loaded 10 minutes later, only took 10 minutes to load. Now it's saying that I have 4 hours to get to the destination, which is in Tecumseh. So that's fine. Now, before you finish your trip, you probably want to add a truck. So to do that, you click on the truck icon, and let's say you assign truck 4. Truck 4 was last in Detroit a long time ago, so you can update its position. Let's say right now it is in, let's say it's in LaSalle, and the current time is right now. So you just double click on the number 8, and it will do the current time, and everything is in 24 hours. So you submit, it's in LaSalle, go back to the trip monitor, and you can see here. Now, one really neat feature is if you click on view on map, it'll actually pull up Google Maps. It'll tell you, hey, this is the quickest route, and it even shows you where your truck is. Look at that, your truck's here, your pickup's there, your drop's there, and there's directions. You can hide directions and so on. So close this. Let's log that he arrived. He logged right on time. Beautiful. Submit. Now, moving over to billing, you can see here at the bottom, this is the trip that we did. You want to view the invoice. You can see it went from Windsor to Tecumseh. But before you do anything with the invoice, you want to go back and add a bill to company, ABC Fruits. This load, we're charging them, I don't know, $400 to get there. We'll pay the driver $300. Update. Excellent. So once you mail them the bill, the invoice, you can go yes. Once they actually pay you, you can go yes. Once you post the pay to the driver, you can go yes. Well, before you do that though, you might want to add some paperwork. So if you want to add paperwork to this particular load, click none. You're already on. So the paperwork screen is from here. It's just another way to get there. This is your order number that you're on. It's already highlighted for you. So you want to add some paperwork, sure. We'll add this as the paperwork, and it will upload. Now, moving back to billing, going to your invoice, you can see what you can do with your invoice is you can view the invoice, just kind of download it, and it'll download as a PDF. There it is, nice and fast. Moving back to here, you can email it to someone, and they will definitely get an email. So you can send all your invoices this way. It's nice and quick. Okay, now another neat feature is your truck address book. These are all the trucks that belong to you, or belong to your company, I'm sorry. So you'll notice over here in the Windsor area we have a cluster of trucks, and it's not really easy to see, so you can always toggle clustering. And now you'll see that there's 8 trucks in this area. You zoom in, and that's just how clustering works. If you click 7, it zooms in for you. So this is the truck address book. It's a nice way to look at all your trucks. You can also enable show available loads, and really all that does, all that does is show that you have uh, available loads. So you'll see here in Sudbury, there's a load. Your trucks are over here, and if you go back to your orders page, yeah, there's a load in Sudbury. So it's just kind of an easy way to see your loads and your trucks on a map. Okay, now moving over to reports. Reports is just simply, hey, these are all your loads. It's just a history, right? So view all, you can see all your loads available, which is that Sudbury load that we talked about, the ones that are on the trip monitor, the ones that are complete and in billing, the ones that are posted, and the ones that are exported. So I didn't really talk about exported, but basically exported, what you do is you don't want to always see your loads under billing. So once you're done with all your loads, you just create a batch file. So these are all my old batch files, and all it is just spits out just a bunch of numbers in a text file for you. So if I were to open this, it would just show in plain text format, hey, these are all your previous loads. So these ones are exported, right? When you're looking at your reports section, these ones are exported. So with the reports, you could filter by Frank, who's booking all these loads, or you can filter by all the loads that started out in Tecumseh. So pickup location Tecumseh right here where the column is. So just that's reports. Now moving on to rating, there's a lot of different carriers that can use this program. So carriers are allowed to rate each other, and carriers can rate drivers. Now drivers I haven't talked about yet, but ultimately talking about rating, you want to rate this guy, he's good, and submit. And when you go back to GBs, you get him before, he's good. So I don't know if I have any. So this is somebody else. Yeah, so looking at the driver, Jamie Mang, two people have rated him. One person said he's an amazing driver. The other person said he's actually terrible. All right, so if I were to log out, and I can log in as a different carrier, maybe we'll try 51, I think, is another carrier. Right, okay, so as you can see, carrier 51 doesn't have that Sudbury load, it has a Detroit load. And then if I go to the truck address book, right, he doesn't have as many trucks. So TMS Next Level supports multiple carriers. It's a way of getting carriers together on one system, and you can post loads or show loads to each other. So maybe, where's my carrier list? So these are the loads. Mike has a load, Company A, and Frank has a load. So if GBez was interested in Mike's Trucking Company, I'm logged in as GBez right now. I would call Mike's Trucking Company, and then Mike's Trucking Company would take the load off the posted loads board. Alright, so the last thing to talk about is this freelance drivers section. So along with carrier accounts, you can actually have driver accounts. Alright, so these are the guys who are on the road, and they use this program just with the mobile app. Alright, so a carrier will use all this. The driver will use the mobile app and just update his position. So Frank is a driver, George is a driver, 2, 3, 4 is a driver, and he actually updated his position from the mobile app. He typed in the location. This is his truck. If you're interested, as a carrier, if you're interested in this driver, yeah, you can give them a call. So this would be their phone number. This is all fictitious information, but right, if this is their phone number, you give them a call if you're interested in this driver. So for the mobile app, you can download it here. I don't have it on the Play Store yet, and I don't have an Apple version. Okay, so if you know how to install it on an Android right now, you can. But before you do, you actually have to make a driver profile. So you can make driver profiles here, driver accounts here, and you can make carrier accounts here. So I demoed what you can do in a carrier account, and now I will demo what you can do in a driver account. Alright, so as you can see here, I have the Android simulator, TMS Next Level mobile app. Once we open it, there are two sections. There's availability, and then there's tracking. Okay, so when you load it for the second time, your information is saved in there. So this is a driver profile, mstrong. If we get the current location of mstrong, it'll say he's in Jesus Town as of that time. Now what that actually means is when you go to the freelance section, right, he's in Jesus Town. So watch, I can even update. So if you have a driver and he's out there and he's now he's gonna go to Windsor, WINDSOR, comma space ON, and the current date and time is that, and the time, I don't know, 6 a.m. set available. So it loads and it says you're now set to available. So watch the magic. If you go refresh freelance driver, it now says Mike mstrong. I don't know why my driver name is that, but yeah, Windsor, Ontario. So it updated from the mobile app. And what you can do is you can set not available. So when your truck is not available, you are now set to not available. Refresh the freelance driver, and look, Mike disappeared. Okay, so that's availability. So drivers can set their availability in and out. Check the status of mstrong. You are set to not available, so he's at home with his family. He doesn't want to drive. So the second thing you can do with the mobile app is tracking. So for tracking, you have to go to the truck address book and just match up, let's say, truck 007. So type in TRUCK space 007 and the company ID. So the company ID is 20045. So this is what your driver would do: set the interval and start tracking. So if I open up the settings for the emulator, it will show that I am currently in this spot right here, and the phone is saying that the position was sent. So if you open up here, let's give it another try here. Another 20 seconds go by. Another 20 seconds go by, and it says that it's sent this place. Let's just do a refresh. Oops, for some reason it logged me out. Log in. Go to truck 07. There we go. Dexter, Chelsea Road, whatever. So what you could do is actually you can close the app, right? So, you know, now I'm looking at the camera, and if we go back into settings and let's say we change this to I don't know, it's an interesting camera, change it to 87, send. So it's going to be a different location, but my point is the phone is not using. Okay, so now we're in Van Buren County and it just sent a position. Let's go into something else like the web browser or something. Let's go into the web browser. So I'm in a web browser, surfing the internet on my mobile phone, and I'm going to change the location, minus 79. You know what, let's just do 92. Alright, so I'm driving along, latitude, longitude, driving along. I'm surfing the internet. And every time a position is sent, you should get a toast at the bottom. Okay, so now Jefferson is being sent. And you know, the coolest thing is, if the app even crashes, right? If the app crashes, I believe that's what this button does. Right, so the app is running in the background. Even if I kill the app, check this out. If I destroy the app, so the app is now closed, right? I got the camera open, I got the browser open. I close the browser, I close the camera. There's absolutely no app open right now. Will the service restart? I'm not going to load the app. I'm not going to load the icon. What I'm waiting for is a toast. See? Tracking has started. Let's change our position again. We're going to go minus 94. Send. I think I got it in time. So every 20 seconds is the interval right now. So it's going to send positions every 20 seconds, and there you go. Now, make, mover, bend, whatever it has done. So what you can do is you can slide down from the top, and you'll notice that it says TMS is tracking. You can actually just click that from the notification, and then go stop tracking, and you'll get a little message here. Yo, stop tracking. Okay, so going back to TMS Next Level, if I restart my, or just refresh. So if I refresh, and there it is. The locations have been updated. Now the neat thing about it is if, let's say, yeah, truck 7, right? Truck 7's on my trip monitor. You'll see that even the trip monitor shows the new location. And if you view the map, Miami to Dallas, I don't know what this guy's doing up in Richland, but you know, there he is. So the mobile app updates the trip monitor.